What?
Andy's daddy says that a real man can stand up for what he believes in. So Andy constantly finds himself wondering what to call himself now that he can no longer do so. Wakes up many nights in cold sweats because he can still feel that itch. Hands feverishly scratching at his imagination underneath the sheets. You would think that after 18 years he'd be over it. Here, within the sanctuary of his colonial white house, perfect picket fence with his wife's loving embrace just within arm's reach, and a son just down the hallway who wants nothing more than to be just like his daddy. You would think that here, Andy can find some measure of peace, but for Andy, it will always be war. I mean, what good is that perfect picket fence if all it does is remind you of military grave markers, memorializing the misinterpreted prayers, begging for their sons to return in one piece? I don't think they meant resting in it. And all he sees when looking at his White House are clouds, fucking clouds. Same when he found himself looking up at moments after the mortar blast blindsided him at a quarter past. His wife's embrace holds about as much reassurance as that medic. They cradle him in the same way. He can hear them harmonizing empty promises. It'll be okay. Knows that it won't. See, here at home, he's just Andy, husband, father, walking Desert Storm casualty that never received his tats or 21 gun salute, but in his dreams he can still be Private First Class Andrew Stone, patriotic as a missile, son of a war vet. He swims deep in REM sleep and remembers nights of his limbs steeped in sweat, but he can still feel that itch, the fear of dying in desert heat hang heavy in the Iraqi air, making his skin feel like his trigger finger, dying to kill him a Saddam, can't tell who's sane, can't stop replaying that day, trying to get from a doorway to a war-torn building wall 20 feet away without becoming a folded flag, placed it to the lap of his wife. His life replaced his country what he was fighting for, and halfway there, misprint, he felt like he might endure what was right before that direct hit connected unexpectedly 3 inches away from where Andy's hope resurrected, left him lying there, defeated, literally not a leg to stand on, left him lying there, defeated, sent him back to his native land, 3/4 a man. Try to understand what it feels like to know there is no VA hospital fit to treat the supernatural torture of feeling an itch when there is no skin to scratch. There will never be a prosthetic built to complete him. Andy will forever be 2 feet away from the man he used to be. Drives him crazy. Can you blame him? He's hearing rumors of America needing 40,000 more soldiers. His son is 17, going on eligible, and wants nothing more to be just like his daddy. And all Andy wants to do is stand up, carry his son somewhere where Uncle Sam can't molest his future for his future, but he can't. Not in his wheelchair, not when the area from his knees to feet are still air. He feels scared because his daddy says that a real man can stand up for what he believes in. So Andy constantly finds himself wondering what to call himself now. He can no longer do so, even though his wife calls him love, his son calls him hero, his father calls him man. He can't hear them because Andy is still at war.